Hello everyone, my name is JO3 and welcome back to a new video, a different video. This is like a part 2 sort of to Harpo's video, so go check that out. He uploaded again. It's
I
crazy, I
did.
know. It's
What, two
crazy.
times in like
Yeah,
the
it's
span of a few,
crazy.
in the span of a week actually. Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm trying something new here with like a Discord thing. I don't know if it'll go well or not. We'll find out. Today, if you didn't watch his video, like I said, go watch that. It's mostly about his most recent like stream and like how he admitted the cheating but didn't, but did, but didn't, then blamed it on someone else, but then didn't. I don't know. That'll be fun to see when it's done. Today this one's a bit different. It's gonna be a bit harsher, not on Dream, but on his fan base. The great topic of his fan base, because I'm sure they already dislike bombed the first video if it got if they found it, and I'm sure they've already dislike bombed this one. It's gonna be great. So
Thank you
it's,
for the views though.
yeah, there you go. Yeah. So it's true. So I don't know how I want to start this per se. I don't think I want to go straight in, but I guess we'll describe what specifically the fan, because there's obviously not all of them are terrible. There's obviously the moderate fans who just enjoy his content, and that's fine. Don't get me wrong. We're not talking about those people. People who are just fans, cool. You can be a fan of a content creator, dope. We're talking about the people who make explicit art, especially involving the minors that are on things like the Dream SMP, or really just explicit art in general. Talking about the people who will cancel somebody for making a simple mistake or tweeting something out like if Hitler was a lesbian 6 years ago or 7 years ago. We're talking
And that
about
was comedy.
that was pretty funny. I tweeted it out too. It was pretty funny.
It's still pretty funny.
It's still pretty funny. And then they'll offend Dream, if he makes a simple mistake. But yeah, that's fine. So and then they do a lot of other things. If I kept going, the list alone would be like a 10-minute video. So we'll just get straight into like the biggest qualms we both have with his fan base and how maybe he hasn't necessarily like pushed them to be this bad, but also sometimes didn't really help, if that makes sense. There's been specific things. Off the top of my head, there was I don't know if he deleted the video or not, but he had a response to his stands or something like that. I covered it before, but I wasn't as good of a content creator back then. That was like January. It was a quick video where essentially he just said they don't care if they're stands. They're just stands, which stand isn't a good word. I'll flash up the definition right now. It's not a.
Definition.
Yeah, it's gonna be in front of his face. Probably, actually,
Oh,
probably.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitions.
yeah. Probably, maybe both.
Right
Right. Yeah,
here.
yeah, right there. Well, I'll do that. Yeah, yeah, that works.
Here, do on my forehead. There's enough space there.
Yeah, 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 of course. So yeah, that's not a good thing to want to be. I know they say the definitions changed, but until the official definitions changed, and like it, why make like and stand for those who don't know? It's described as an obsessed fan or like super fan, and that's not a thing you want to be. But they're trying to like basically associate as the same word as fan. I guess I don't know. It's my few interactions with Dream SM, like Dream SB or just stands or just Dream stands on Twitter, have always been weird, and I've always just left Twitter for like 3 days afterwards. They're always weird and always interesting. So I don't know. I don't want to be super harsh, but at the same time, I also don't care.
Well, here, since you don't want to be super harsh, I'll just go into some like my moderate gripes with them.
Okay, sure.
So like some of the things is like you don't have to blindly defend someone, and
Mm.
I think that's the thing. Like a lot of times, like Dream will get into drama, whether he's right or wrong. That's irrelevant to the point we're making right now, right? I don't need this down. I'm gonna copy you and have it up because that's what cool guys do apparently.
Oh,
Um,
I mean, I have a mic. I don't need it.
well, I have a mic too. I don't
I
need it
know.
up.
I know.
But back to the sidetrack to pad your video out for time. Um,
A.
a um So you don't have to defend somebody, whether right or wrong. Wait till like the whole thing just kind of happens. Also, some people are just not gonna like him. Like, there's some people where you just go, "Oh, I don't enjoy Dream's content," and they'll like respond back like, "Oh, you're the devil. You don't like Dream's content. He's the best content
Yeah.
creator in the world."
Yeah.
It's like that's just cringe.
That's
And
that's bad, dude.
the issue Dream has with that is like he just doesn't acknowledge those people exist,
Right. Well,
and it
he'll
makes it worse.
I don't know this. He acknowledges them, but he also claims it's a very minor percent. But at this rate, I don't haven't seen a normal like Dream fan like it's like
Well,
a 50 to 1 on Twitter at this point.
even if it is a very minor percent, right? It's a
They're
very vocal minority,
right.
and at some point, because you've never condemned it,
No, he hasn't.
that's the issue.
No.
You've never condemned it, and
Yeah, no.
so you kind of have to. Otherwise, it's going to keep happening because they're
Yeah.
children,
The
and
furthest the furthest he's ever said was don't make art of, or like explicit to not get bullied by YouTube. Are of like minors like Tommy and Taba who are on the Dream SMP, which I agree with that. Yes, that's the bare minimum you should do. So I mean, you should probably. I mean, obviously fan art's cool. It's not like what I'm trying to say. If you just make regular fan art, that's dope. We the people content creators love fan art. If somebody made fan art of me somehow, I don't know why you do that, but it'd be dope. But you know, explicit art of people has just always been weird. Um, Morphing your whole personality around the Dream SMP and just Dream is very weird. And once again, they're kids, so obviously they may grow out of it. But there was a streamer. I'm not gonna call him out. I'm not gonna put his Twitter out or anything because I think he's a chill person, and he's younger. He just made his Twitch name Wilbur. Like I get taking inspiration, but he just stole Wilbur's name. I don't know. That's not a serious thing that irks me. That's just something that just came on top of
no,
my head.
okay, no, it's the people
Um,
like there's points where like yeah, it's cool. You know, like if you make your profile picture like it's a picture of Dream or a skin or something, that's normal. Like, people like do that for sports teams, they do that
that's always
for
been a thing.
esports teams.
Yeah,
Like, but when you make your username, like I even think about a sports team, if you make your entire username and your entire page that's not even like posting about that thing, like all the
right.
information about it is about that thing. A little weird. Like if you're like
A little
Seahawks
bit.
fan 1947, right? And your entire like that's
Right.
just your entire page is all your information on it. But then like you just post random things. A little weird, you know.
Yeah, I like obviously
Personal opinion.
yeah, of course, and like I'm not saying you can't because there's like probably 10,000 of them on Twitch of insert name was found or not taken. Like that's a bit cringe to me personally, but that's not like something that's not like necessarily the same thing. It's taking inspiration from their names.
Now
I would never do it, but you
I will
know.
say if you're going to content creation and you're doing that,
Oh yeah, no, don't.
that is a bit far. Because like I get you're
Yeah,
taking inspiration. Like this isn't even
yeah,
like a
no,
jab at those people. This is more
yeah,
of like
no,
a helping hint. You're never gonna get big if your
no,
name is just like a rip off of someone else's name. The only person that's worked for is Call Me Kevin, and that's just because Call Me is just very broad in general and a
yeah.
lot better than like Estelle was taken, or just what's another random name? Tom Scott was taken or something.
Yeah, like you can't really. It doesn't work. It's not It's mostly usually not a good username, especially if you're making content. If you're a viewer, it doesn't matter as much. But people will just automatically register. Oh, you're just like they're probably unless they're like a huge Dream fan already or a Dream Team fan. You're automatically pushing them off. Yeah, and just a unique username is always an important thing. That's one of the most important things when you're first starting out. Is a unique username, unique profile picture, unique like channel banner slash stream banner or Twitch banner, whatever they call it. Like you need uniqueness is something that's important, and when you just strip that away from yourself automatically, you're automatically putting yourself at a disadvantage of trying to like flesh out, your content creation, I guess, journey, go whatever, your channel basically. Uniqueness is important. I haven't seen a single other Harpo. There's a couple other JO3s, but it's a
There's
bit
a
more
couple
common name.
other Harpos. There's just none of them are big.
Yeah, none of them are like. There's not like a big name, a big
But
channel.
there's not another Mister Underscore. That's all that matters.
Oh, of course, of course. So like uniqueness is a big thing, and that you're just taking away from yourself. If you're just a viewer, I don't really care as much. If you want to name yourself up to what's a random woman name, yep, woman name. Zoe not taken or Zoe was found or whatever. Uh, go for
Zoe
it.
in it.
Zoe in it, yeah. Uh, freaking, I've seen a couple Tubbo ones where they just replace the first letter. It's like, uh, I don't even know.
Bubbo.
Bubbo, yeah. Zubbo,
Cubbo.
Cubbo, yeah, that, I don't know.
Nubbo.
Nubbo, Mubbo,
Mubbo. Mumbo.
Yubbo,
Mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo Jumbo, yep. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
Mumbo jumbo. I'm calling you out.
yeah,
You're
definitely.
you're just a Tubbo stan.
Yes, he definitely probably wasn't making content years before Tubbo was. No, definitely not. But I I don't know. I'm not gonna be super harsh on them because once again, most of them are children. They may not know any better. Children are, especially in your teen years, you're very impressionable. You look up to people. You form probably the biggest thing we'll probably rant about for 20 minutes: parasocial relationships, sometimes with people, which are a bad thing. I haven't made a video about it yet, but it's on my list of commentary videos I need to do about parasocial relationships as a whole. Um, they're terrible. That's the bottom line. Terrible things to form. Sometimes some people won't be able to control. Like I said, teenagers are very impressionable. They'll look up to people. They look for inspiration. They look up for up to someone I don't know what else to say it. They're gonna listen to you and probably believe most of the things you'll say, which is a terrible thing for some people to have that power, but it's just part of life right now, part of the internet age we live in, especially since a lot of people for the last year have spent majority of their time online or inside or vice versa, except yeah, so that probably doesn't help, especially like I don't even know, like I don't want to say it's necessarily the fault of Dream himself. Dream was smart. It's just I think he exploded too quickly, and now he doesn't know. He doesn't want to risk that. I think that's his biggest issue. Bringing it back to the stream that we just covered in your video. Once again, go check that out.
Link in the description.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't want to jeopardize stuff, and I think that's one of the reasons he doesn't go against his stands. He doesn't want to jeopardize subscriber loss or growth or anything. So from that his perspective, I can kind of understand it to a certain extent. But there's a time when they're canceling people like Techno for over a tweet from years ago. They'll cancel Fundy over jokes on Jackbox, a game where the entire objective, to a certain degree, is to be offensive. To a certain
Um,
degree, but
I
yeah.
can like relate to Dream a little bit though, because my content creation journey was a very exponential one at the very start.
Mm,
Where like I shot up to like 200 followers on Twitch in like a few months,
right.
which doesn't sound like a lot, but like from a viewer base, like it was a lot to take in. So I
Well,
went from having no one watching and having a Discord that was literally just me and JO3 in it to having, 200 people who have clicked the follow button and usually an average of like 5 people that come watch. And
yeah.
like it was a
It's
lot to take in, and like I had some people that like weren't okay for the community,
mm,
and like if I was a bigger creator and like I had like it was like that was like a portion of the community that was like that, I don't know how I'd handle it because I struggled to handle it at the small size. So like, I
yeah,
understand where
sure.
like for Dream like it's hard, like I get it, it's
Right,
hard.
yeah.
Like one of the viewers I had, like, and I really liked the guy, like he was like he'd be there for all the streams. He just like he was really toxic once, and like we just had to deal with it.
Yeah.
But like it hurts you because you know how dedicated they are to you,
Yeah,
right? So
no,
like
of course.
For Dream when he's like seeing these channels, and these Twitter things, they're like whatever was taken, or whatever not found, and they have like Dream's profile pic or something, and they're doing like this grotesque stuff that he doesn't agree with. It's hard to look at that and think that person is part of my community.
Hello, I have to end this here because we kind of go off topic from this point. And instead, I'm going to upload that on the Unfunny Ink channel as a bonus episode for the podcast. So check that out. And yeah, big stuff coming. Like this stream video probably at some point. And then hopefully you enjoyed. All right, roll the outro.